Hello student, welcome to the BSc final. You have passed BSc second year. I first congratulate you to being entered in BSc semester 5th or BSc final levels. I hope that you all are success. Now, in this year, there are some difficulties to start the college or direct classes. So, therefore, it is a wastage of time and we can't complete the syllabus. Otherwise, we do not start with the syllabus with these online programs. So, at BSc final levels, you have two botany papers, that is economic botany first and economic botany second. So out of which paper first, economic botany paper first, I will take economic botany paper first, and second paper will be taken by the Dr. U.V. Deshmukh. The syllabus of these papers are already given on WhatsApp groups. You can collect, or if you want to the copy of syllabus, soon you will get the copy of syllabus. This is my, so before going to syllabus, the syllabus is, already there are 4 units and we start with directly the syllabus. So economic botany, the botany which concerning with the economic value of different plants is called as economic botany. So student, already the different types of plants which are economically important. So most of the plants are included in this syllabus. So out of that, today we studied oil yielding plants. So there are different oil yielding plants. So out of which today we take oil yielding plants, groundnuts. The groundnut plants. So I will show groundnut plants to you. So I have a fresh groundnut plants. Look at these plants. Look at this complete plant, Rhizomatous cysteines, and this. So I will take these plants in descriptions also. This is the plants. It is belonging to the family Papilionaceae. So first the botanical name. It is very important. The botanical name of groundnut, that is Arachis hypogea. Arachis hypogea, belonging to the family Papilionaceae. Papilionaceae, that means the plants belonging to this family are having Papilionaceous corolla. Papilionaceous corolla. Here the flower is not present. Your plants are young, so flower is not present. If flower is there, then it shows corolla. Here there is no flower, therefore we cannot show the corolla. In vernacular language it is called as Mungfalli. In Hindi also Mungfalli. In Marathi we say Bhuimung. So we have to, this is the classifications. Whenever you write the answer, you have to do all these. So what included in syllabus of oil yielding plants, groundnut. We have to see its origin, its plant description, ecological condition, cultivation, harvesting, and its economical uses. So first about the origins of these plants. So origins of these plants, the plant is a native of South America and cultivated in India, China and Burma. In India, it is grown in almost all states. In Gujarat and Maharashtra, it is cultivated in all districts. The total area under cultivation in Maharashtra is about 1.20 million hectares, and the production is 1.20 million tons. Now about the plant descriptions. So this is the plant, because number of students could not understand the groundnut plants. You just saying only भुईमुंगाच्या झाडावर चढवते का रे, चण्याच्या झाडावर चढवते का रे. So this is the groundnut plants. The plant is annual herb, branches and having the creeping branches. This is the erect, but some species are having creeping branches which are grows in horizontal in the soils. And these leaves are pinnately compound. Look at here. This is one leaf, and these are the leaflets. So leaf is pinnately compound, and flowers are self-pollinated. That means the plant is self-pollinated, and fruit is constricted pod like this. You know the bhuimungachi shank. This is the constricted pod. Constricted pod. It is the type of fruit, that is fruits. So fruit is constricted pod, and each fruit has 2 to 4 seeds. In some varieties, the number of seeds may be varies. And student, you know, these plants are having a characteristic features. You listen carefully, because all plants are growing, they will bear flowers, and flowers after maturation and fertilization converted into fruits. When these plants are having the flowers on above the grounds, but fruits are developed on creeping branches at the under the soils. The fruits are developed under the soil. This is the very important phenomenon of these plants. You know, when you visit to these farms, the fruits are digging out from the soils. This is the important characters. Now, we say something about the ecological condition. The groundnut crop is a rain-fed kharif crop and cultivated usually from June to October in all the regions. It can be grown on all types of soils. But sandy loam means those soils are having a small percentage of sandy loam. Here the waters are not logged. Waters are freely gone to other places. That is called as the sandy loam soil. The sandy loam soil is considered as best for these crops. And temperature from 14 to 42 degrees centigrade is best. So how the cultivation is doing? We are seeing some important point, not going in detail. So in the farms, those who are agriculturists, they already know, in the farms there is a previous crop, and in the previous crop you have to plug it by the different types of vehicles, like the iron bullock or by tractors. You have to plow in the previous farm, and after that you have to burrowing it. You have to make the plain the all the farms, and so that you have to give freely soils, and after that you have to put the seeds by the help of bullock carts. In India, a proper 2 bullock carts having 2 arms, and the distance between 2 rows are 45 centimeter. One line is here and one line here. In some places there are 3 rows are formed with the help of sarta, or it is called as drilling machines. You can put before sowing the seeds are chemically treated so that it is saved from the different insects or different types of fungi or insect. So it is chemically treated and put into the soils. And some agrozones, monozones, serozones are the chemicals which are generally used. Nowadays there are number of new chemicals also. You can use that chemicals also. After that, then there is a some 2 or 3 times you have to give the pruning, that is called as khurpi. That khurpi म्हणजे निंदणे. You have to give 2 times, or with the help of bullock carts, that is called as davarne. And within 4 or 5 months the peak is ready for harvesting. So this is about the cultivation, then harvesting. So it is done after the maturity of crop. Generally after 140 days to 150 days the plants, the crops are matured. The plants are matured, and with the help of laborers, sometimes nowadays it is digging by the with the help of machines, but in country area the plant is just pulled and the pods are collected. Plots are dried in the open field in the farm, and then it is stored and ready for markets. Then what about the uses? That is very important concerning with our topic. You already know the uses of this groundnut. This husk is obtained after taking the seeds. It is ready, or it is used to prepare a cake for the different cattle. You know the date is eaten by the buffaloes and cows. So this is prepared by the shells of these pods. And from the shells, some cooking oil also prepared. And in the industries, it is highly used for manufacturing soaps, vanaspati ghee, and lubricant materials. The oil cake is also used as a for cattle food. The shells are used for manufacturing handwoods. The entire plant is also used as a fodder for animals. This crop, one of the important phenomena again, this plant is belonging to the family Papilionaceae. It is the subfamily of Leguminosae. So leguminous plants, on the roots there are nodules. Here, if you can see, here are nodules. These are the nodules, bacterial nodules. So what is the role of these? These are the bacteria which absorb the atmospheric nitrogen and convert them into nitrites, and it is mixed in the soils. So directly or indirectly, these plants, when you take this crop in your field, it increases the fertility of soils. It increases the fertility of soil. This is the main role of increasing the fertility of soil, and these are the uses. So children, in this first lecture, what we have seen the oil yielding plants of groundnut, and about its origin, its descriptions. You already know the descriptions. Then what is the ecological condition is required to take these plants? What is the nature of soil? What is the how the soil is prepared for the crops, and how the cultivation is taking, and how the harvesting is done, and the different types of uses of these plants we already taken. So this is very important. The oil yielding plants, sometimes a long questions may be asked and a short note may be asked, economic importance of groundnuts. So again, in next period we will see the another topics. So go through it, watch carefully. Thank you.